Here in Washington, D.C., glad you're with us. And Chris, of course, you have to think about that 2019 World Series run. Really impressive by the Nats. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Washington Nationals. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. Today's starting pitcher, Trevor Williams. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
And a guy like this is going to keep you in the ball game. He's going to go out there, compete. Not going to see a whole lot of flair and flash, but he's going to hand it over to the bullpen at some point. And if you've been able to score a few runs, you'll be in it late. So we'll see if he's able to do that for his club in this one.
Here's the veteran outfielder, Kyle Schwarber. Next offering misses, and that's ball 3. There's a strike. Payoff pitch. Hit on the ground to Candelario. Zips it across. 1 out in the top of the first. And time now for the Phillies lineup. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with the runners on base. So they need a guy or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos out in front and foul to the left side. The 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. That's outside. And the count is even, 2-2.
It's a good take.
Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. Line drive, base hit, and that's going to get into the corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. Thomas whips it in quickly, and now a runner moves into scoring position as we look for the first run of the ball game.
He was all over that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
And now here is Harper. And now 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
And the righty deals. Good eye in that spot.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Righty to the plate, and a strike in there. Lifted in the air, out to left. Garrett moving under it. And there are 2 down.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
Here's Turner now. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. The 1-1. Just missed. Castellanos at second with 2 down. On the ground right side. It's in and out of his glove.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So 2 down. This is Bryson Stott. Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or a run and hit.
And a pitch. And that's outside. And the count's even at 2.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
JT Realmuto up next. Swung on, belted. Thomas on the move, heading back some more. And he's got a 2-run triple.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Solo runner at third, 2 men out. Here's the catcher, JT Realmuto. 1-1 now. That's out to center field. Makes the catch, inning over. But they pick up a pair here, both coming on this 2-run triple. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Nationals Park, getting the nod on the mound, Ranger Suarez. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Up now for Washington, Lane Thomas. And a 1-1. Outside.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning, get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That's in there. It's 2-2. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, that was the cutter down and in right there. And typically, if you're going to have a chance with the pitch, if it's down, that's your best chance of doing anything with it. It's kind of like a mini slider, just with a little less vertical movement. But still, that one tied him up, and he couldn't get the barrel to it.
And now it's Luis Garcia. Next pitch misses, and the count is 3-1. Kicks and deals. Swings and misses. Now 3-2. Got him looking for the K.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2- or 3-run homer.
Foul ball there. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, and that's a double. Sheesh. Singy, that was a laser shot, and a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
Now batting Jamer Candelario. That one misses. 2-1.
Well, here's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first. Thanks to the 3-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with 2 outs.
Runner at second, 2 down. And it's even up.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Into center. Marsh moves under it. Puts the squeeze on it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. 2nd inning coming up from our nation's capital. It's the Phillies 2 and the Nationals nothing. Top of the 2nd. Here's a speed threat, Brandon Marsh. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Next one misses, and it's 2-1.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And a pitch. Up the middle, and that one handled in there safely.
Boog, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Cody Clemens getting ready to hit. And another ball. Down the left field line, could be extra bases. Marsh around second, headed for third. Vargas with a relay home, safe at the plate, and they're up by 3.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Edmundo Sosa now at the plate, taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. And a count 1-2. Man at second. That one misses. Ball 2. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
Out towards left center. Garrett snags it on the run. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. The 2-1. And that one fouled off. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometown, swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. And it is gone. Kyle Schwarber goes deep, and they add to the lead. It's 5-zip.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. And the right-hander deals on the outside corner, and the count 1-2. Now one missed. Still only one out here in the inning. And now it's 3-2. And that one hammered way back there. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Here's Bryce Harper. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Next pitch downstairs. Now 3-1. Trey Turner next to bat for Philadelphia. That's in there. 3-2 now. The pitch. And that is there. Harper frustrated as he's rung up on strikes. And he lets the plate umpire know it. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. And the lead is now 5-0. We head to the bottom of the second at the plate. Stone Garrett.
The left fielder.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
The 1-2. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. The wind of the pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Dom Smith stands in. Bounce back to the mound. And that squirts through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
1 gone, runner at first. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ildemaro Vargas. And the pitch. Misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Smith, the base runner at first with 1 out. And down on strikes. 2 away. Man at first. And here's the catcher, Riley Adams. Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s. To the right side. He'll do it himself. That's out number 3.
Excellent stop right there. He wants to take it himself. Waves the pitcher off and continues to run into the dugout.
And welcome back. New inning getting started. Here's Trey Turner.
Batting in the cleanup spot today, but you could easily see him in the 2-hole and even sometimes leading off. Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His 3rd inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Mason Thompson looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Machado, the hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Foul tip into the mitt, struck him out.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. First time around, he tripled home a pair. And now 2-2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Ripped on a line to center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
The catcher, JT.
And now it is JT Realmuto. 0 for 1 so far. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing. But it's that big arm that really stands out. The 2-1. And that's outside.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
And the pitch. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
So a man aboard. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Kicks and fires. Realmuto runs. Fouls one off. 2-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Dives, but it kicks off his glove.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff with base hit.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Nationals pen. Trevor Williams is done, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. On the pitch now for the Nationals, Thaddeus Ward. He's been so good against lefties. Cody Clemens stands in for the Phillies. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. The next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Real Muto headed for the plate. He will score, and it's now a 6-run lead.
A couple of singles back-to-back. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
And now for the Phillies, Edmundo Sosa. Hit it well, but flied out to the deepest part of the outfield his first time. Back up the middle and a base hit. Marsh around third. The throw's offline. He's safe. And they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
So the batting order turns over. Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. He's already homered in this game. Pitches in for a strike, and the count's full.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and
swing and a miss, struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. So 2 runs in the inning, 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Phillies 7 and the Nationals nothing. Back here at the ballpark, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Alex Call. And now the lefty. Pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
The next offering misses. 3-1. And he walked him.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
And here it comes. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Slings to first. Just got him on that one. The comebacker got him down low, and you can really see him favoring the leg. That's his plant leg, which might be a concern, Chris.
Yeah, you hope he's got some feeling in that leg so he can land on it, like you said. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay and try to continue, Boog.
Next to hit for the Nats, Luis Garcia went down on strikes his first time through. Call, the runner at second with 1 away. And it is 2-1. The pitch. And it's fouled away. Two now. Gets a piece and stays alive. 1 out and a runner at second. Check swing, tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third. Ring him up, says Darryl Parker. That's a strikeout. Joey Meneses digging in for the Nationals. Doubled in his first AB. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 2.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Next offering misses, 3-1.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
And that's ball 4. When you played, did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and sort of what were the attributes you said that's what he possesses that allows him to come through?
Well, we always used to joke, you know, guys want to eat steak, and there were some that just had a knack, could understand that, all right, this is a big, you know, payout if I can come through with a knock here. But I think when you really look at the numbers, you really audit everything, guys kind of are who they are.
Two on, 2 outs. Smash to the left side. They get the force. 3rd out. So the Nats leave a pair. They continue to trail 7-0. Start of the 4th. Now the number 2 hitter, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos.
That's inside. The next pitch misses, and the count is 3-1.
1 strike.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Foul ball. On the ground to first, and 1 gone to the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
The bat, number 3, designated hitter, Bryce.
Here's Harper now. Right-handed reliever, and that's a little bit high. Strike 2. And that one missing low. Swings and misses, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Down the line towards the corner. Thomas on his way over, and he makes the grab. And that is that. Phillies down in order, but they're still in control. It's 7-0. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now up for Washington, Stone Garrett. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. Got it by him for the K.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it, and I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know, it happens.
And now 2-1. That one catches the corner for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 now. And there's a ball.
Count is 3-2.
Bounce to the right. Stop. Throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
2 outs, base is empty. Ildemaro Vargas digging in for the Nationals. His first at bat was a strikeout. The wind of the pitch. Just missed. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Not going their way. It's 7-0. Welcome back. We go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. Next pitch is inside, and a count 2-1. And a swing and a miss. The 2-2 on the way. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Next one misses all 3. The pitch. Hard hit, knocks it down. Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
2 outs, base is empty. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. Smash down the left field line, and foul ball. Righty delivers. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. Around first, heading for 2. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Cody Clemens.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Next pitch inside, and a count 2-1. Marsh stands at second with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2. Here comes a pitch. That's towards center. Call. Settles underneath it. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Bottom of the inning, and it's the catcher for the Nationals, Riley Adams. The 1-1.
Ball.
You know, these Nationals just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Next one off the plate inside. They're now 3-1. And there's a foul ball. The wide to kick the pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Up now for Washington, Alex Call. He reached out a walk his first time. Here's a high chopper. On the run, sends it over to first, and they're down to their last out.
Up next for Washington, the right fielder,
So the lineup flips over. Next to hit, Lane Thomas, as the Nationals are down to their final out.
Here in the 5th inning, and here he is about to throw his 100th pitch. Man, he's really had to grind through to get to this point.
Next offering way off the plate. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
We saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down the opponent. These guys did everything right today.
This one ends 7-0. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies, 7 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Nationals, no runs on only 2 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 8 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.